Bloody hell, back again. And the only reason I'm back again is because for some unknown reason the video clicked off. And I don't know why. Bloody strange that. So, right, I've got as far as showing you the wing, yeah, so that's what I've done to that one. So I've shown you how to do all this and rabbiting away to myself. So I'm going to have to show you again. So I'll put that to one side. So basically what we've got the wing here. So we've got this piece of tape here. And basically what we're doing is we're putting it into, right, let's have a look. Let's get you down here again. So we're putting it into this corner here. Like so. And then it goes on the inside of that panel line. So then what we do is we're going to get this one. And do the same thing, where we're going to put it in the corner. And then on the inside of that line, although I've got a bit too much there, so it looks like that. And then put a strip of this across there. Like that. And there was another little strip that goes across the bottom of here. Like so. And then you just get your scissors and cut. Like that. Right, like that. So then your wing looks like that. Then these can go in. Like that. And we're ready to rock and roll. So, that's my paint I'm using. Should be already fizzed up. Now, I'll take the cloth away, because I know we can add some lovely paint. 2 wings. And Mr. Spook there. Done a few phantoms in my time. And my daughter ended up drawing that. Well, I drew it first. The first one. Back last year sometime, I think it was. My daughter drew that one. Right. So I'll do this one first. So basically, you're going to come along here. So let's just get started. There's a little dent there, but not much. These things are full of dents. And that's it. Oops. It's handy, me little and scared the calf. There you go, that's it there. And it literally is how it would look on the real thing. And then gonna have to leave that to dry for a while around here. Doing those corners and round the side of the pod. Because I'm gonna have to take that rear flap out to do the top of this pod. Go down there, do all of that. What I mean, like. And then. So I used to have a load of gloves. That I used to be able to paint these things. They are somewhere. Again, I don't know where they are, but they're probably a bit rotten by now, so I'll probably have to go get some bloody new ones, like everything else. It's amazing what needs replacing, renewing, and over a period of time how quickly it catches up with you if you don't, you know, don't take control a bit too soon. Still, hang on, what am I going to do here? See what I can do. Probably get over it this way. Yeah, and I can do the underside down it. That's it. One way. Cool bit of dust then. Christ. Even else, hammering down the wrong hole. So there you go. Anyway, that's the wing. Now, if I don't grab hold of it somewhere on that tape, this bloody thing was about to let go. Not going to work, is it? Lucky enough, the paint don't take long to dry. It's literally dry on the door here. And there it is on the other side. So then you've got your camouflage pattern. If you wanted to make it look any better, you could, but you know what? For what it's worth, I'll just leave mine. Tamper with them too much and yeah, it could all go wrong, but matter of fact, there you go. That's it. Now it can dry. Now all I've got to do is the same thing with the other one. God, I don't know what happened now. I can swallow that one. Use the paint sparingly as well. I say the only other thing I've got to do other than paint the wings is paint this fuel tank. You get one fuel tank in it. So, yeah. And I just noticed the other day that as now what they call it, a buddy pod, which is the old transportation pod. So yeah, I think it's Mike Reeves. I think he does it. So yeah, that should look pretty well. There's a bit of a rough area there. How did that get past me? Yeah, Mike Reeves, he does well, he does quite a few things for these A-10s. That's it, yeah, that's good. Right, so let's move this old girl out of the way. That's it, where she can't get damaged. I will put my mask on, but if I put my mask on, it makes me worse. Coughing. Oh, there's a fucking hair. Cat's hair or an eyelash. Pardon me. I've got wind this morning. Right, so now we've got to come up and round. Yeah. You can use a mask if you want. I have been doing freehand for, oh, God knows, for as long as I've known. There you go. It's nice to do it freehand. Don't know why. I do all my camouflage freehand, don't use any masks. I think it's pieces. I don't know. I think it's satisfaction in knowing that you've done it freehand yourself. You know, regardless to these. I'm not knocking the people that use masks because, you know, yeah, I use masks for certain things, just not for camo. You know, the only time I use a mask here is something like this is, you know, as if, you know, I need a letter or a number or something. And then, yeah, the old mask comes into play. Too right it does. Because I can't do bloody straight lines. Oh shit, hang on. Let's just have a quick go of this along here. And that's it. Now that one's got to dry. What we do now is we bring this one back. And this one goes into the drying session. And then this one I need to make sure it's dry, but this has got to come out. Right, and then It's only the bottom corner we have to worry about, nothing else. Just because that's where that camo is. When it'll stick. That's it. And hold it in that corner. Was it? Turn it over. So don't damage the paint. Just put it in the clamp. Spray them up. That's it, that's been done there. Look. And then you can get this one, and you see where it's not painted there. It is now. That's it. And I think that could come out. Use a clamp that's not so heavy. That's it. So that's both your flaps done on that. Now then. Starting to sound like a bunged up steam train again. I think when I go and have another cuppa, I'm going to dip down my English tea. Because I could do with another cuppa now. Right, shall I spray this? Might as well. I've got the lot out. It just depends on whether it'll stay on the forks. I used to have a little spring clip for these things, and it used to work wonders. Not only that, it looks like we're going to get a nice quiet morning without the old Rugrats. I know one of them's been in because she's taken the cat away, thankfully. Blimey. Do you know what? This is why I can't wait to get my own place. Right, literally right there, well, right there, just behind this jar here, there's a spray booth. And the way I was going to set it up in here was I was going to have my desk facing that wall, not this wall, and put my spray booth on the end of my desk, and then have the air pipe going out the window whenever I was doing any of this. But it's never happened because the desk, the length of wall was too small, and it just didn't look right when I tried it. And so I am where I am now, and that bloody what do you call it? That spray booth. It's just sat there. That was the last thing I bought when I was in work, was that spray booth. Yeah, brand new. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I get into my permanent address and out of these temporary houses, which I'd be bloody glad of, because the conditions that you're living in these places, I tell you, I'm off on one again, and I don't know how people survive in these places. I really don't. We see it on TV, right? And I saw this thing on TV once, a little while ago now it was, and it was all to do with, you know, councils and their properties and how badly maintained they are. And you think to yourself, fucking yeah, but look, they're from like, you know, the 1940s or the 1950s bills and stuff and all this kind of crap. And you think to yourself, you know, look at the people that are in them. And, you know, and you was kind of looking down on society. Then all of a sudden, massive change. You lose your house. And you think to yourself, what do I do now? Who do I turn to? It's the council. You're now becoming council property. And you think, oh, no, you know, this is what? And then you find out that these living conditions that these people have been putting up with, and some of them have been putting up with them for bloody years, it's real. And it absolutely scares you, because you think to yourself, Christ, I've come from a private home and blah, 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 and blah, blah, this, and now I'm here, and now look what's happened. Do you know what? It doesn't change you as a person, as in, you know, who you are, because who you are is who you are. You know, if you're a nasty arsehole or a rude type or a pleasant type, it's who you are. But what it does is it opens your eyes up to the fact that, you know, there's the government, no one gives a shit until you start hollering. And if you're not hollering in the right places to the right people, you just get sort of deaf ears. I mean, it's all changed now because of the little lad that died, but unfortunately, it's everything in this time of life right now. It's got to be a bloody death involved before authorities move, and yet they've had money stacking up. I mean, I can remember when I was growing up as a kid, and every what do they call it when they're going to do the financials of the year, there was like bloody tons of roadwork, blokes all sit around doing nothing, getting paid a wage, just sit there in amongst a load of red and white cones. And you think to yourself, yeah, fucking righto. You know, but I was a kid, so I didn't really think much of it. It's not until now. And you think all the millions they were saving or whatever they were doing, they never once put it into their properties to make life better for those that were living there. And it's now that it's changed my whole aspect, my whole outlook on things like that. And I think to myself, you know, you poor sods, I'm one of them. I mean, this place where I'm living in, I'm not kidding you, it is filthy. And we've actually sat and wondered whether we could physically live in it because of the state of it. Well, when we had the cold weather, I mean, it was outside where my van is parked out the back. It was minus 10.5. In here, it was minus 13. We've had no insulation, nothing on this house. And it's taken knowing a right person, talking to a right person, and then eventually things get noticed, and then unfortunately the death of that poor lad, and now something's being done. And I think, you know, how ridiculous. It's all bloody wrong. Should have been, you know, done ages ago, not now. But there it is. Anyway, I'm renting. But yeah, it's just unbelievable. And not only that, it's also when we first came here. I mean, I say first came. We've been here 4 months now, and there's a place downstairs, and they have like volunteers in to come and help out and stuff. And one of them turned around and called us disgusting homeless people. Well, my wife broke down in tears because we've never had that, you know, never been spoken to like that before. But it's like the bloke just made excuses for her. And I went down and I said, you know, who do you think you are? You don't know where I've come from. You don't know my background. You don't know my history. And yet you think it's quite all right for one of your... Well, no, I don't, but, you know... And I thought, yeah, you know, all you're doing is making excuses for these, you know, arseholes in life that still think how I used to think until it happens to them. And it never will happen to them because they've got so much money, they don't give a crap. And yet it's when they do their bit for society, all of a sudden it's like, it gets noticed. I'm going off on one. Bruh, calm down. Right, I'm not going to do it anymore. Otherwise I'm going to start talking shit and gibberish. But it just annoyed me that I've ended up in this place when it was a lot warmer. Okay, we were really compact in a 2-bedroom flat. This is a 3-bedroom flat, but the rooms are massive, absolutely massive. It's an old Victorian place. And, you know, yeah, living conditions are a lot better here. Plus we've got a garden. And so, you know, the kids can run out there in summer. But it was just this, how people look at you, how I used to look, and then I changed my ways. Because, you know, council people aren't what you was led them to be, believed. Like when I used to live with my mum and dad, there was a council estate down the bottom of the road, and it was all riff-raff scumbags and all the rest of it, causing trouble, in and out of prison. Well, they're not all like that, yeah. And, yeah, I'll take it back. Some of the shit they've had to put up through and the conditions they've had to live in, I'm not surprised they're the way they are, because they've learned very quickly that society doesn't give a flying crap about them. And, yeah, it's bloody ridiculous. But there we go. Anyway, I'm going to knock it on the head there. Right, so these wings are now painted. So, I can't remember which one of these two I did first. It's definitely this one. So, that one's still a little bit wet. So, what we can do here is we can... I don't know why I folded that over. I think it was because I was getting annoyed. Yeah, so anyway, if we take these off now, so there, and there's your wing. Just having a look around for the flaps, but I can't see them. So I'm not too sure whether this is the one where this is this where. No, that goes in that wing. So this one I've still got to put together. But there you have it. And then when you look closely, you can see the camouflage. I mean, this is a bit more prominent than it is here. So what I'll do is I'll get this grey, which is over there, and I'll just quickly give it a quick like that. But at the same time, put in. I have to put it back on there as well because it's corners now. But I don't know why I did what I did, but I did, and it's made it go square. So I'll bring these two back. Hopefully it's not done the same with this. No, not quite, but that's that in there. And you can see the difference there between the two greys. And that's it there, like that. So yeah, just need to come round here, down there with the darker grey. Just tidy all this up, right? Right. So that's one wing done, and then what can happen here is we'll just have a quick sneaky peeky look. Let's see how well we've done. And bring back in the fuselage, you see. And because of the way this thing is built, the wing just slots in that hole, and then you just glue it straight in like that, no fuss. And there it is. So, quick blast with a darker grey there, and that'll be that wing done. It'll probably have to be the same with that one as well. And then I can start putting things together and go from there. So yeah, so that's another half hour you've had. So that's 2 videos you've had out of me today. I don't know. Well, I hope you like them anyway. Sorry about the ranting, but it's just annoying me that I'm still sitting here in freezing cold conditions, just getting over COVID. I've got a bloke, hopefully he'll come out Monday. I'm supposed to ring him Friday, but let's hope he does. I've got to just have to give him a bit of a short notice call and say, we're good to go if you want to bring it on Monday. And yeah, hopefully the roof will be sorted. That'll be us a lot warmer anyway once that gets up and running. But until then, it's, you know, jerseys on, rolled up sleeves, and yeah, and crack on. Man up, as I used to say to us. Right. Academy A-10, 148 scale, new tool. Absolute superb plane. Can't fault it. It's a great little aircraft. And yeah, we'll see ya in the next one. So bye-bye for now, boys and girls. And we'll see ya in the next one. Bye.